Hi guys, and welcome to this episode of the Just My Opinion podcast. So, we all know Libianca won the BET Award. Great news. And so far, there have been a lot of reactions, but there's this one reaction that caught our attention, and that's what we're going to be talking about. Before we jump on that, hi, Ambassador.
Hello, people. It's your ambassador again.
Okay, so this is what this individual said. This girl's parents are just from Cameroon, and that's all. She's not based in Cameroon. She hasn't and will never feature any Cameroonian artist on her song. Very talking like it's a fact. Her record label is an American-based label, and moreover, she is where she is today because of the American and Nigerian influence and support. Cameroon didn't contribute anything to her growth, and she sees you guys as whack. Wow. That's why she will never put any of you so-called big artists on her song. She won the BET Award because she's already in America and empire. So, first of all, I'll just say Libianca winning the international, so she won the award for Best New International Act. They give Best New International Act because they classify this person as not an American artist, but an artist from another country, and the country which she was classified as was Cameroon. So I'm not saying that that's much of a big deal, but I'm just saying let's just have that fact straight first before we proceed with this reaction. Ambassador, what do you think of this comment?
So I have to summarize all of those paragraphs or that paragraph in one word. It's witchcraft.
Witchcraft, like
Because I'm really trying to look. There are so many places I want to attack what he's saying from. So many angles I want to attack it from. Yes, and it will take a while to break it down. But just to start with that opening word, like that's just witchcraft. It's Bianca. But he's talking with so much certitude, like he spoke wise last night over the phone, and then she told him that this is what I'm not doing.
These people are whack.
I'm not from this.
I will never.
I will never.
Oh,
Secondly, there are lots of things which I remember, like when we had the whole Dombolo bug, when Nigerian artists were singing it, or even when they had the Tuntum bug from Ghana, when they had the Zonto bug, nobody came and said Nigerians are winning awards or going places with Ghanaian. Anyway, I don't want to generalize this to Nigerians, though. I mean, like every country has the right to have one or two madmen. So we cannot now want to project that on a whole people. So I will not say that Nigerians. But just to react to what he's saying, it's not fair to say that because she collaborated first with Nigerians. There's a strategic reason that they have a bigger market. So it's same as we'll come and say that, okay, if what's her name? Thames. If they did not put, was it Bieber who was on that their song Essence? I think so, right? Yeah. We come and say that, okay, if he was not on that song would never have gone as global. Thames now won the award she won. Whatever you want to say, she has won it, she has won it. Same thing with Libianca. When the Nigerians were going to collaborate with the South Africans, because South Africans had huge capital in their own market. At the time, I think the South African per capita income of their own, the capital of the South African market was higher. Now I think Nigeria is higher than them. But for a long time in Africa, South Africa was like the richest economy. Although Nigeria is richer than them now, maybe we even want to look at it, taking into consideration population, the South African economy might still be stronger. That being said, the artists were all going, the Bonners, the Davidos, we saw a lot of them go down to Nigeria, to South Africa to shoot their videos because they had a better scenery, they had better quality of things. Most of the international labels had offices built in South Africa. So they all went there to do their thing, and nobody was shaming them or taking shots at them to say, you guys are coming to South Africa to get your shine, or you are only succeeding because of South Africa. No. It's a free playing field. Do what you have to do, win your win, and when you have won, we say you have won. To say you won because all of those because which you can say the person has won for that reason. You to take that because and win your own winning and just win. Don't bore us here with history and predictions and certitude which has no ground. So for me, I saw, although I'm saying that this is an exception, but I've seen one or two Nigerians who have said they thought she was Nigerian. Fairly so. I have said it before that I saw the buzz of Libianca coming from the Nigerian blogs and Nigerian entertainment scene before I jumped on the bandwagon of Libianca. Secondly, she did more collaborations. Her biggest collaboration of the remix she did of People, she just put the Nigerian artist on that song. I think there's a reason for that. But also, as I said, that's why we notice in some of the other discussions we have had, I've said that she really needs to establish, help out, and do a lot more for Cameroon. Not only because she's from Cameroon, but because Cameroon really needs it. Cameroon really needs it. We have been in the wilderness for a while. I mean, like, I'm sure that's more than 40 years. Our own Moses, I don't know. But anyway, this one is a female Moses who has come. Please take us out of the wilderness. We have been in the wilderness for a while.
What does the female Moses have to do with the fact that she's a Moses?
I'm just saying that if we're expecting a savior as a Moses was a man. So surely we're also expecting that it was a man or a male artist, in quotes, Jovi and Stanley, who was supposed to save us. But for the longest time, these two Moseses have not saved us. So maybe it's a woman who will finally take the Cameroonian entertainment industry to the next step.
Yeah, and also another thing that I would say is her song she started is Libianca from Bamenda. So definitely she associates herself with Cameroonian Bamenda culture. So I don't think I'm just referring to this guy's comment where he says because she thinks you guys are whack or whatever. So
maybe there's a town in Nigeria called Bamenda.
Bamenda, yeah. So I'm like, does he even know whether Bamenda
And then Cameroon is one of the states in Nigeria too.
Yeah, so it's
Bamenda is in that state called Cameroon.
Right. So I like that she even when she was introducing herself on the it was X Factor that she was on, or was it The Voice? Nah,
I think The Voice.
She introduced herself as she's from Cameroon and all those kind of things. So I like she definitely identifies herself as Cameroon, and I see the reason why she collaborated with the Nigerians. I agree with you. It was more of a marketing, more of a strategic business kind of move than I don't want to associate myself with Cameroonians. I think down the line, I don't know what might happen down the line, but I feel like it's fine if she gradually gets that stability, that fame for herself,
builds a solid brand, then comes back to help
her people. Exactly. Yeah, because right now she's still trying to get her foot off the ground. True, she has the balls and everything, which I even feel is even more scary than somebody who doesn't have it and is trying to go. You already have all the spotlight on you and you're still trying to find your way. It's even more scary than someone who does not have that.
That's why I'm calling her Moses, right? Because Moses had to leave his brothers, go and then meet the Egyptians, stay there for a number of years, was in prison, got into the Egyptian system until he became the king.
You're talking about Joseph. Joseph, it's not Moses. That's Joseph.
It's I've mixed up this thing. Yes. My catechism is very ashamed of me. Anyway, the point I was trying to make was you have to no, but I think even Moses was not his brothers. Moses, on the other hand, he was born to the Israelites. Then his mother had to hide him. Then she floated him on water, and then he was picked up by the Pharaoh's sister. And then when he became strong enough, if you even remember, when he killed one of the Egyptians, he had to escape the wilderness. And then when he got even the spiritual fortification he needed, he came back now to save people. Yes. So I think she has to take her time, go to the wilderness, kill one or two Egyptians, and then come back to save her people.
Yeah, and when I think of Libianca's story, right? When I saw that video of her singing, I don't know if that was back home in Cameroon or when she was already in the States, but
singing in her room.
In her room. So I don't know when that was, but I know I read this post that was talking about how she was somebody who had been in the underground scene, wanting to make a name for herself in the Cameroonian scene for some time
Yeah.
before. Yeah, so I know the kind of for lack of a better word, I'll say shenanigans that happens with upcoming artists, people feeling like I'm bigger than and you cannot approach me, and then them feeling like, okay, when I get a name for myself, I will also show you guys, and all those kind of things. Like we saw the case for Narcissi when he was saying Sarkodie didn't treat him well. So when Sarkodie asked for a future, he was like, okay,
You'll
I'm
not
not.
give the verse, yeah.
Yes. So I'm just thinking, I don't know. So this is just me thinking, like, that might be Libianca's story. It might be she was trying to grow. Some big names shunned her because, like,
Didn't help her
yes,
out,
didn't
yeah.
help her out, and now she has made a name for herself. And now we are asking her to come back after making a name for herself, to come back
No,
to.
so for me, I don't even want her to come and help the big names. The big names are supposed to have helped younger names. I want her to come and help upcoming artists and people who have raw talent. They just need the exposure, which she does maybe 1 or 2 featuring to them. She takes them on one tour somewhere that shines the light. The Beyonce or is the Alicia Keys light, which is already behind her right now, is going to also flash on this young talent. And who knows? Because in Whiskey, there was no way Thames would ever have gotten a song with Justin Bieber. But through Whiskey, she got that exposure. Technically, she even got more shine than Whiskey behind that song. Meanwhile, he was that bridge through which she crossed into the promised land.
Yeah, definitely. Before we proceed to talk more on this, let's talk about our sponsors.
As usual, Echo.online is here to. I mean, like, I know because I'm still on my Moses story. You know, like I never leave stories hanging. So Moses that needed a rod to come and save the Israelites. I think they gave him a certain rod, which he turned to a snake at one time when he went to Pharaoh's palace to convince him. I think the rod which we need to save our industry is Echo.online. So Echo.online is here to save African artists, to help them monetize their art. And what is killing African artists is the lack of structures, systems, and policy to accompany us to monetize our art. So a lot of artists give up because they cannot. Echo.online, very simple. Sign on Echo.online, create a profile. Before you want to start pushing out your music, take some time to build a following. Take Echo, the link of your profile on Echo.online, share it on your social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, what's the other thing, WhatsApp status, whatever it may be. Share the intensive and ask your fans, follow me on this platform, follow me on this platform, follow me. That's to help you to build a community. Once you have a community, it's almost like you have a blank check. You try to cash in from that community. Based on how much effort you put and how big your community is, even brands are comfortable to associate with you when you say, this is the community I have behind me. You tell them, I have 5,000 followers here. These are the numbers I can command. So Echo.online can help you to command and conjure those numbers because, one, we have heavy analytics on this app, but you can actually see analytics. You don't it's very easy. Just using your phone, you tap your analytics, you see where people are listening to your songs the most, where people are purchasing your tickets the most, and things like that. You can get your first-hand analytics, which you could use to get your deals. I keep on emphasizing on this thing. It is well built and adapted for the African artists. Most of the things which just the A-list international artists get when they have signed on with Def Jams and the rest, you could get it just by logging on Echo.online. You do these things for yourself. You could now sell your music to these fans. You could sell tickets. You could sell merch. All of these things. Most of the things I'm saying, some are already ready, some are under construction. But most of the time, I just tell people jump on the bandwagon when it's early, because you're going to make the most out of it. One, the YouTube story. Those who jumped on YouTube early enough became millionaires in dollars because they were there early enough. One, the YouTube team met their needs. They shaped the design of YouTube to try to address their needs. And secondly, the heavy endorsement deals that first came to them before the whole market became crowded. So I tell people, jump on Echo.online, share your success story with us, and we are going to be watching closely too. So we are going to be giving heavy exposure to those who are Echo.online. And I mean, like, just put your song on Echo.online, and then in the comment section, put a link of your song to Echo.online, and then we are going to see how we push it on Jakarta TV and our whole Pan-African tribe. The whole intention is we should build things we need and we should use things we build. That's how we get stronger and we build a healthy ecosystem which will be profitable for everybody along the value chain, but especially the artists. So jump on Echo.online and share your success story with us.
Okay, guys, yeah, definitely check it out. I like the idea of put your song on Echo.online, share your the link in the comments below, and then we're going to check it out. So yeah, I don't know. Do you want to add any other thing to this comment? Like, I feel like we've already said what we need to say, and this guy,
No,
he's
don't.
talking, he's talking like he knows the future. He knows Libianca. At one point in time, I was like, should I Google this name to see if he's on Libianca's team or is he Libianca's best friend? With so much conviction.
He's just a wish man.
Yeah, with
He's
so
just a
much
wish man.
conviction. Yeah. So anyway, I would say I don't think his point is completely invalid. I really don't think his point is completely invalid. I think
No, so
Nigerians played a
like I
big
told
role.
you, lots of
Yeah.
things he said. Many Nigerians felt like, even myself, when you first see how and the should I call it the direction on which the traffic was coming from, you would think maybe she was Nigerian, right? But my issue with him is the amount of certitude in which he says certain things. That's just the issue. But not being too sure or giving your opinion, like maybe why did she win over Sake, or just saying that in the beginning you thought she was Nigerian, but now you know she's Cameroonian, that's something else. But to speak with so much certitude as to why she will not collaborate with the Cameroonian artist and why and why and why,
Yeah.
just show us our birth certificate that you're our father, then let's take it from there.
Right, right. Anyway, let us know what you think in the comments below. As usual, we always want to know what you think. Thumbs up to this video if you enjoy our content. Subscribe to our channel, hit the notification button, and see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.